All right, welcome back, Inebri-ites. This is Andy of the Inebri-art Broadcasting Network, I guess. So a few people are privy to this information. I had a very short-lived music career. I performed once on the sidewalk. It was a duo. I may have been drinking. It was definitely part of the craft beer cellar scavenger hunt. And Brandon here was my unwilling musical partner, because we just kind of like... You were in the middle of a song, we basically just came up and started singing along with you, which was really what happened. And then, again, you joined us as part of Winterfest.
Yep.
And so, welcome, first of all.
Thanks for having me.
And, if listeners haven't figured out, Brandon... Mathers? Did I get there? No.
Manter.
Damn it! That's normal. They know I don't know anyone's name. Is a musician and is not our youngest musician we've ever had on. You're 17?
Yeah.
See? I remember some shit. Winterfest was great. Like, we were basically in a big empty storefront, and you really kind of... When I went around and talked to people, they're like, oh, the music's great. It's really kind of... wasn't too much. It wasn't, you could hear it well, which I thought the acoustics were going to be horrible, but it did pretty well. So, how long have you been playing?
I've been playing for a while. I started guitar when I was 10, and then took some lessons for a while, took piano lessons for a little while, for about a year, and then I started singing when I was 14, and started gigging when I was like 15.
So you've been gigging for 2 years already?
Yeah.
Jeez. How often do you play out?
As much as I can. I try to be out every weekend. Sometimes it's every other week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I assume that's kind of like your part-time job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the job I've chosen to do while I'm working on expanding my music career.
Yeah, nice. That's when you're a kid, that's going to be a pretty sweet part-time job to work. Because I figure someone who works a couple hours a day, a few days a week, is probably making the same with you gig once or twice on a weekend.
Yeah, I make the same as all my other friends. So.
Nice. Now, where do you normally... Is it the same places that you play out, or...?
Sometimes. There's a few places that I play regularly. There's a place called Stomping Grounds, a little gourmet restaurant in my town that I play there every month.
Where are you from? You're not from Plymouth?
Born.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Not too far.
No. And, yeah, I play there regularly, and I'm trying to get some other places regular, too. I've played everywhere from there to, like, Boston, where I played at the House of Blues with a band I was in.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah.
Was it as part of something else, or were you opening for someone? Or?
It wasn't like... We played in the Foundation Room.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called. It's
yeah.
It's kind of like a little restaurant type thing.
So it's not in, like, the...
It's like a lounge.
Hall.
No, but that... I mean...
Yeah. What's the biggest crowd you've played in front of?
A few hundred, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get stage fright? Do you get nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Every time.
Yeah?
It doesn't,
oh, really?
Everyone's like, it goes away. It doesn't go away. You just get better at hiding it until,
Yeah.
Until you look like you're having a blast.
Nice. So do you find places are harder to get gigs because you're so young?
Definitely.
Because I figure, like, bar rooms are going to be like, no.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of places that I go to where they're kind of, like, on the edge about it.
Yeah.
And that's why I promote myself heavily with all my music and everything, make sure that, I have them listen to it. I have to explain to them the law. Like, my parents always come with me if they're in the building. I can go sing there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So as long as they're in the building? As long
as I have an adult with me,
yeah.
Then I can sing there. And I'm also not allowed to actually, like, sit at the bar, but I can...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your parents are super supportive, because I talked pretty lengthy with your mother the night of Winterfest,
yeah.
And you're super lucky, because that's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Have there ever been like those nights where you maybe like wanted to like, maybe I can do this gig, and it's like a Wednesday night or something, and they're like, no, it's a school night. Like, is there ever that kind of back and forth? Or?
Actually, no. Not at all.
Oh, really?
Anytime there's an opportunity for a gig, we take it no matter what it is, because my grades are good. If
Yeah.
my grades started to drop, then they'd be like, all right, that's it. Focus on this first before you can continue. But as long as I keep my grades up, I'm on the National Honor Society at school, and
Nerd.
I'm doing okay.
Nerd. We can say that. I would have had good grades if I tried. I just didn't try. So you are halfway through. Is it your junior year, or are you in your senior year now?
Senior.
So you got to be like close. You got to be psyched.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of like the blow off term now.
Uh-huh.
Like I can pass these couple of classes and then I'm fine.
Yeah.
Are you looking at colleges, or like what's the plan?
I'm not looking at colleges yet.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish school, and once school's over, that frees up a lot of time to really like work on my music. And basically, if I'm not famous within a few years, then yeah, I'll go get my degree. My grades are fine.
Yeah.
I'm confident I can get into a school and do well.
Yeah.
But I really want to push my performance as far as I can go.
And your parents are totally cool with you taking some time off to...
Yeah.
And again, that's amazing, because... you see so many parents are like, oh, well, make sure you have a fallback. And I feel like if you really know what you want to do, especially your age, I mean, like, you have that opportunity where you can totally screw up now, and you still have plenty of time to, like, kind of get your shit together.
Yeah.
But I think it's great that they support you in that way. So, like, when do you turn 18 so that you can, like, then play out and, like, lose some of that?
Yeah, I'll turn 18 in April. My birthday's in April.
Oh, so you'll be able to, like, come summertime gig.
Yeah.
Are you looking at getting in places around down here in Plymouth?
Yeah, I've been to a lot of places here that, like, I've been, like, to, like, at least, like, 4 or 5 places just here on Main Street. Mm-hmm. Like the Full Sail and I played at Martini's.
Open anymore.
No, I think they switched on. Yeah, well, when they were open. I hope not the reason they closed. Well,
yeah, no, probably not.
Yeah, Martini's, and I've played upstairs here too.
Yep, yeah. So you said you played with a band at House of Blues. Do you have a regular band that you play with, or do you play solo most of the time?
No, I left them a little while ago to focus more on my own show, and in writing original music and.
Mm-hmm. So we were just talking that you have an EP?
Yes.
Online. So I'm going to sound super old. Is it a CD, or do you have to download it? Is there an 8-track tape?
I have CDs at home.
Oh, so you do have... Okay.
Yeah, I bring them to every one of my gigs and sell them there, and then it's also on iTunes and Spotify.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I remember a few years ago I was going to buy my son some CDs for Christmas. My son plays a saxophone. And I had to call my ex-wife and be like, does he have a way to listen to CDs? And she's like, no. And I'm like, stupid me for trying. Do you sell a lot of them? Like,
I spent,
like, do you have fans?
I don't know about fans, but I definitely have people who listen to my music and
followers.
They wait for me to do something so they can listen to it, which is nice. Like friends from school and like friends and friends, family, and things like that.
Yeah. Have you gotten like the complete total stranger?
Oh yeah, this one guy called me like on my cell phone and left a message asking if I could meet him somewhere or something for an autograph.
That's not sketchy at
That
all.
was really weird.
That's not quite what I meant. I meant like I really enjoy your music, not I'd like to abduct you.
Who knows? Maybe he liked my music and wanted to abduct me.
Well, yeah, all right. Been like, you can abduct me, but you have to buy my CD first. Give me a thumbs up on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy. I was gonna be like, oh, I've had random fans that I've never had creepy stalkers.
I've had people like who see me at a show and then like they show up to other shows too. That's nice.
Yeah.
I have a few people that like
and that's huge if you can kind of build that following.
Yeah.
Because if you can go into a bar downtown and the bar realizes that every time you play, you bring 20 people with you, and I'm not saying that I don't enjoy your music, but it doesn't matter at that point if you're good or bad.
Yeah.
Because they just want people there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of building that following, and I've noticed on Facebook you do a lot of posting in town groups and whatnot. So are
Yeah.
you very active on like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that?
Very, yeah. Like, I'll post ads on Facebook all the time. Every time, I have a gig, I'll post updates. I'll put, like pictures on Instagram.
So do you like do paid ads too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I have a gig, I'll put an event on Facebook, and I'll post a picture on Instagram and throw something on my Snapchat story, everything I have.
And kind of just get it all going. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a Facebook page for your music and yourself? Is it kind of that,
It's I have one that's for my music specifically, and I have one for myself, but the music's like really just bled into it, so they're kind of just one big thing now. Yeah.
I have that myself where I will message someone from my personal Facebook page, and they'll be like, and what is this about? And I'll realize, oh yeah, it's not an Inebri-art page. Like, I kind of forget they kind of all blend in together.
Yeah.
Especially because I've linked them, so I don't have to log out of one to log into the other.
Mm-hmm.
Which also, there's those days where you post something and you're like, what did I just post that on? So you started playing when you were 10. When did you decide that that was the career that you wanted? Did you start be like, I want to be a musician and start playing?
Well, when I first started playing guitar, it was just like, I'm a 10-year-old who wants a guitar.
Right.
And then I started playing it. I got pretty good at it, and I was like, all right, this is
Which is
something.
10 is kind of early. It's usually like 12, 13, where guys are like, I'm going to play the guitar and get all the chicks.
Yeah. The first, few years were like that. It was just, playing, doing it. And then, near the end of 8th grade, maybe that summer is when into freshman year of high school is when I really decided, all right, I'm gonna see where I can go with this.
Yeah. What kind of what music do you listen to? What are your favorite artists and what inspires you writing wise?
I listen to everything. I love.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to phrase the question.
It's
so
so hard.
I like everything.
Yeah, but
right,
I'll name some
So
stuff.
you're old enough to drive.
Yeah.
What do you? See, he doesn't have a tape deck in his car. Damn it! I don't have a good question. What do you sing to in the car? Loudest.
All right. I have trouble singing with any song, so everything sounds horrible because my voice is different than everyone I listen to. I don't listen to country that much,
okay,
but I'll listen to a lot of pop, folk, and I'll listen to rock and emo, death metal.
I think he likes everything.
Every genre I can think of.
Who is? All right.
In every genre, for example, pop, Ed Sheeran is where I get all my inspiration. And then for
I've heard
more heavier stuff,
yeah.
I get a lot from Sleeping with Sirens. They're a post-hardcore rock band deal.
I don't know them. So I'll try and rephrase. Who do you? Is there that one band that everyone seems to like that you're just I don't get it? I don't like AC/DC. I don't have a real reason. Everybody likes AC/DC. I get why they like AC/DC. I just don't care for them.
I guess... Man, I don't even want to say it because I feel like I'll make everyone angry.
They're probably...
I appreciate their music, and I love, how they make it, but I just don't really care for the Beatles.
All right, fucking delete this whole thing right now.
I knew this is where he was going.
See, I felt I'm how bad can it be?
The songwriting's great. Everything's. I just wouldn't listen to it on a daily basis.
Wow, that's.
There's maybe 3 or 4 songs I'll jam to if it's on, but most of it's. I don't know.
I feel like you've broken someone's heart.
The law of music.
I feel like someone was just listening and drove off the road and died in a fiery car crash. It was kind of your fault.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wow, that was totally not where I thought you were going with that. I'm
Really?
kind of flabbergasted. I'm it's going to be something like...
As soon as he said people are going to get pissed off, it's the fucking Beatles.
I didn't... Yeah, I thought it was just going to be flavor
It's either
of the month.
The Beatles or Pearl Jam or somebody...
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have gone with Beatles. Wow, all right.
Well, no, because you don't hate the Beatles.
Everyone is allowed to their own opinion, and you can have a wrong one. It's perfectly fine.
He's got lots.
Yeah. You're young. You can change. You have plenty of time to change. So when you are writing your own music, do you start with the melody or the words?
Oh, this is tough. writing music is like really just sporadic and all over the place for me. Like, sometimes I'll just be doing absolutely nothing, and I'll just be humming to myself for no reason, and I won't even realize I'm doing it, and then I'll realize I hummed something catchy, and I'll write it down. Or I'll just be playing some random chords or a little riff on my guitar and just start, like, noodling vocals over it, and it'll turn into something.
Yeah.
Like, for example, one of the songs I wrote, Crash and Burn, I was playing the chords, and I was just like, burn. And I was like, oh, the word burn kind of fits there. That kind of sounds good there. What words go around burn? To crash and burn. I was like, oh, that fits. And then I just kind of like spirals.
So you almost kind of like worked outwards from that chorus? Or
yeah,
whatever.
kind of. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard that before. But that's an interesting.
I just like spew out random syllables until I found a word that sounds good with the rhythm, and then I just keep
what
going.
What rhymes with artichoke? Yeah, that's cool. So, like, how do you like? Are like your friends envious, or do you kind of like keep musical friends or type friends?
I have a few friends at school who play lots of instruments. One of my friends, he just auditioned for Berkeley. Fingers crossed. I don't know if he's gotten heard back from them yet, but lots of musical friends. But when it comes to friends, they're never quite envious. Your friends are always just going to be like, that's just Brandon.
Yeah,
you know?
Do they more kind of be like, yeah, whatever, rock star?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you fall down that one time.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Who treats their friends like that?
My friend comes to the gig. He's like the one guy in the back. Get off the stage.
Yeah. Bring on the band. You suck. We have a friend of ours who I feel like that's definitely a guy thing.
Oh yeah.
She's very much like she's like, you are so mean to each other. I don't understand. And her son got in trouble at school for calling someone fat and stupid, and so when she asked him, he's like, it's so and so, I always call him that. And she's like, why do you guys do that? I'm like, well, is he fat and stupid? Like, it's his friend. Like,
yeah,
it's almost that doesn't count. And
it's like,
unless you call them something that really hurts their feelings, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a guy thing, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
But Fish is a wonderful human being. It's totally So, like, are you already, like, trying to book gigs for this summer? Are you, like, trying to, like, ramp it up immediately?
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't reached quite to the summer yet, but I'm booking, like, into May.
Yeah.
Stuff like that now. You usually start, like 3 or 4 months ahead, something like that.
And how difficult is it for you to call up? Do you just call them up? Do you go in?
It's impossible to call. You have to go in. Because if you call, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I'll call you back, and they'll forget.
Right.
You have to go in there, and then sometimes they'll take, like, 2, 3, 4 times going back in and keep talking to them until they finally like, all right, screw it, give you a date, come in, play. And then after they hear me, they're like, all right, we want you back again.
John Luce pops to mind. Like, I feel like when he was like saying that, like, in my head I was picturing John Luce to be like, yeah, go away, go, I'll call you back, whatever. And then finally like, fine, I'll
or Carl.
And Carl will be meaner.
To a kid?
Yeah, I feel like he would be. And so, like, is there, so you're from Bourne, is there a big music scene in Bourne? Do you try to, like, go further down the Cape? Do you try to come across the Brit? Wait, is Bourne on this side? Bourne's on this side of the bridge, right?
Yeah,
okay. So do you go across the bridge to those,
there's
weirdos down Cape?
There's nothing in Bourne at all. I've been down the Cape. There's not much. I mean, there's definitely more than Bourne. There's a few things scattered around, but I come up to Plymouth and from there.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Kingston and further on up.
Mm-hmm.
What's your because I loved how I was like, well, if I'm not famous in like 2 years.
Yeah.
So like December 2018, like where do you picture, like, okay, I'm gonna be playing here? Is there like one venue that you're like, that's my goal this year?
My goal by then, or somewhere around there, is I don't really have a specific thing in mind, but I just picture myself on a stage somewhere where there's a ton of people and they're all shouting the lyrics to my song because they know it and they bought it and they came there to listen to it. That's what I want.
You set small goals. Because that's tough, especially like in the bar scene, you know? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like
that's the bar scene is more of a scene where I can make some money to pay for
right.
for like a bigger, for for like my
To
production.
do like recordings
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Do you do like YouTube videos?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I'll post on there. On there is I've done a lot of covers, and
Yeah.
every once in a while I'll put an original song on there that I'm trying out and get some responses and see what people think of it.
Have you gotten like not just the stalkers that want to abduct you, but have you had like really not criticism, because I feel like criticism's positive, like people, but you
Yeah.
just have like those people like you
Right.
you suck, die, that kind of dude.
Oh, this is YouTube. There's always that like 12-year-old behind a keyboard.
Yeah.
Like, I fucked your mom.
Yeah.
You know.
But at least you're like you don't seem to like that doesn't seem to bother you.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's cool.
75% of the comments are good. That's what counts.
Right. Okay. And so when you put up a video, do you post it to Facebook? Like, what kind of, how many views would you like on average expect to see like right away, kind of thing?
It depends on the song. Like, posting videos online is so... Like, for example, the way YouTube works, you could post a video and then post another one exactly like it, literally the same. You could even repost the same video and one will get 1 million and one will get, like, 3 views.
Yeah.
But on average, maybe, like...
Yeah, I suppose it's weird. Like,
Yeah.
oh god,
few hundred, maybe.
Someone around here, like over the holidays, sang a duet with like his like 4-year-old daughter or something like that. I want to say it was Jeff Hilliard, but I'm not sure if that's right. And it was like one of those that just went crazy. Like it,
Yeah.
you know, that one person shared it on Facebook, and another person. And the next thing you know, like people you don't know are sharing it for, you know, just because it had the aw cute factor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how you would try. Do you try to get something kind of clickbaity, or like do you just kind of be like, well, this is what it is, and
No, because I don't really like that. Like,
Yeah.
I always hate when I click on a video and it's something completely different, makes no sense. I just click off it. So I just, I make a song, title it, so-and-so cover by Brandon Manter, and then for the thumbnail, it'll just be me singing the song.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then usually it's anywhere, depending on the song, from like 50 to like a few hundred views. It's not much on YouTube.
it's still more than we get. Well, we only
I think my highest is like a few thousand, but
that's pretty good. That's respectable.
I kind of did one little thing on there. I took a band's album in like one day before it released because I got it early because I went to one of their concerts.
Yeah.
I just put all their songs, the whole album, on YouTube for free.
Yeah.
And it got like, I think it has like 70,000 views, and it got me like a ton of subscribers. 'Cause they all came for that.
Right.
So I was
I
like,
see. Now, how do you feel about, like, are you at the point where like I just want someone to hear my music, and what if they're hearing it is less important? No, it's more important than if they're paying for it. Is that like where you kind of, is that how you feel?
right now, I don't really care about money. I just need everyone to hear it, and I want as many people to like it as possible. And then if that happens, maybe I'll get hired somewhere, or someone like a label or something might pick me up. Then I'll start making money. But right now, it's just trying to
build your following.
Yeah.
We had there was a band we had on. God, it was probably like a year ago now. Annika Scribbling, and they put up a cover of Dexy Midnight Runner's "Come On Eileen." He's just staring at me.
No.
God damn it. Older guest, Andy. Book older guests.
He's half my age.
I know. And, well, anyways, back in the 1980s, there was a band called Dexy's Midnight Runner. They had one song that was popular called Come On Eileen. And so he covered it and kind of, like, did his take of it. So at the time it was very poppy, upbeat, and he did almost like a melancholy version. And he posted it and kind of, like, tagged them in the post, and they retweeted it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that kind of, like, you just never know when, like, that kind of thing is going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think it worked out money-wise, but he definitely got some exposure from it.
That's good.
So, When did you said that you have an EP? When did that come out? Is that new or?
Somewhat new. It came out a while ago. I think almost. I don't know if it's quite several months, but it's months ago.
Yeah.
And I started. I got a bunch of CDs, started selling them. I'm like almost like breaking even with it, so that's pretty good. Put it on the line, and the EP is like a promotion for like a full album, because the EP is just went in my bedroom, got my guitar, sang to a microphone.
So you kind of recorded it all on your own, like in your house? And...
Yeah, I have a little studio in my house, but I was like, nah, recording it in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Why not? And while that's circulating, people are listening to that, I'm working on the album.
On the full album?
Yeah.
So are your parents musical?
Not really.
No? So you have a studio in your house for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. So when do you think that album is going to be ready?
It's hard to say.
No, we want a date.
A date. It's like several months.
Yeah.
It's far away. I'm still writing all the songs. I have a few more to write, and then I have to bring it somewhere like a professional studio, because I have all the equipment that like a regular studio would have, but I have no knowledge of how to produce exactly.
To like mix it and
I'm like my mixing's mediocre. I need some outside.
I know some people.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's see. So he's gonna be famous by December. So should we wait till December to put this up? That way, we'll get more downloads when he's famous. No. So you said you've almost made your money back on the EP. So did you fund it all through playing out and playing gigs? And
yeah,
that's pretty respectable. Like most, it's to me, it's impressive to see that kind of dedication when most kids are like, "Oh, I just play video games." I mean, do you have like those kind of distractions? Like, are you a big video game kid? Are you like?
Of course, I have those distractions.
Yeah.
I had I recently I had a PS4 and an Xbox, and I sold the Xbox. I haven't used them in like several months because I've just been so busy, and I've really been focusing on this. But I've done my fair share of like gaming.
That was video games were like a big thing for me, and when I started to try to have a business bet in the past, I realized no one was going to prevent me from playing video games at work, so I just stopped playing. I'm like, I just gave it up, and now I can't even get back into it because it's changed so dramatically that I can't. I've become that old guy. I've been like, I don't understand. Like, what button am I? The square one? And it's terrible. I can't. Like, I feel like I've missed huge amounts. I can play games on my phone, and that's about it.
Every once in a while, I get like that distraction at school. Today, I'm in guitar class at school, but like it's like just anyone can be in it. So it's like they're like when you're in a class, you have to go the speed of the slowest kid in the class,
right?
So I'll just there's 2 practice rooms in the band room, and me and like some of the other kids who already like know how to play guitar will just go in there and do our own thing. And today we just played Xbox.
But like Rock Band, right? So it was still kind of like playing guitar. They have Xbox at school?
We set up the practice rooms. One of them is like a little mini studio where some kids want to like record like a little song or something and go in there, and the other one is like a lounge room for the seniors. Yeah. And one kid was like, "I'm bringing in a monitor and an Xbox and a couch, and like we're gonna have the whole thing." So they just brought it in, just in there.
Back in my day, we had to smuggle Game Boy in, and there was one color on it. It was gray. Green, gray. It was kind of a green-gray. And if it was too bright out, you couldn't play. Oh, man. Things have changed. Wow. So you're going to play a couple songs for us. Oh, yeah. Where will people find you online? Is there a website?
Brandon. I can't even say my own name. What's that?
All right. No one can give me shit because he can't say his first name. I get his first name.
BrandonManter.com. It's that simple.
Okay, and if they want to download your music, it's
you can go
there.
There should be. If there's not, search my name on Spotify and iTunes. I try to keep up with my website and change it and edit everything on there. But if it's not there, type my name into Spotify or iTunes, and you can find my EP there and buy it. or search my name on YouTube as well. I don't think all the songs are on there. I think there's just one on there, but you can definitely listen to that for free and see if you like it or not.
Is there on your website, for the name you can't remember, which is your own, is there like a events calendar which like tells you upcoming gigs and whatnot? Okay. Is it relatively up to date? Because ours is sort of. I just updated it like 2 days ago.
Mine's literally like showing dates for November, so I'm gonna go home and edit it like, right after this.
Well, this is gonna go up till February, so you can be like, oh yeah, it's totally up to date.
It's up to date.
Yeah, I just did all our life drawings for the year, and it was surprisingly more up to date than I thought. So someone else must be updating it. So okay, yeah. So you're gonna play a couple songs for us. What are you gonna play?
2 originals and a cover. First one is Crash and Burn. Then I'm going to play a song that I wrote a few weeks ago. I don't know if it's going to be on the album or not, but it'll definitely be a single, and I'll definitely release it in like a week or 2. It's called Off My Mind, so I'm going to play that. And then I'll sing some Johnny Cash for you.
So you like Johnny Cash, and you don't like the Beatles? Kind of racist.
Well, technically, I don't like Johnny Cash, but then it kind of grew on me.
Wait, you don't like Johnny Cash either?
And like I started playing it, I didn't like it, and then I was like, I have to play it for gigs and stuff because every guy at a bar wants to hear Johnny Cash, and I started playing it, and eventually I was like, all right, I kind of like these songs.
Maybe you should kind of play some Beatles.
Maybe.
Anywhere I see you from now on, I'm requesting the Beatles.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you have to play it.
All right, sounds
and
good.
You'll either like just be like, no, Andy, go away, or you'll end up liking them.
Yeah.
Probably be the first one.
How we all feel.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, again, it's BrandonManter.com.
Yep.
And on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, everything.
All the social places. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, and so let's get to the music.
Awesome.
Running through the streets and starting fires. I'm waiting for fast rides, no hints. And I don't wanna die before I'm young, so even if we have no chance, you know that I'm ready to crash and burn with you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. He said he wasn't worth it, and your time is too damn expensive for something you ain't gonna use, so I'll just tell you right now. I'm willing to crash and burn, oh, living life like we never learned. I'm ready for late night romance and running through the streets and starting fires. I'm living for fast rides and no hands. And I don't wanna die before I'm young, so even if we have no chance, you know that I'm ready to crash and burn with you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, crash and burn, yeah. What is there to do, oh, when it's not right in front of you? And what is there to do, oh, when it's not right in front of you? I'm willing to crash and burn, living life like we never learned. Ready for a late night romance. I'm willing to crash and burn, oh, living life like we never learned. I'm ready for late night romance and running through the streets and starting fires. I'm living for fast rides and no hands. And I don't wanna die before next week, even if we have no chance. You know that I'm ready to crash and burn with you. Oh, yeah. Oh, crash and burn. Yeah. Okay. What's the next one? You've been on my mind, and I can't decide if it is worth my time. You know I've been trying, baby, oh, to know what's on your mind. I've been taking it back, taking it back, taking it back, taking back my life from you. Oh, yeah. You, oh, you've been lying. I can't deny it. You, oh, you ain't mine no more, baby. You know I've been trying, baby, oh, to know what's been going through your mind. And I've been taking it back, taking it back, taking it back, taking back my life from you. Oh, baby. I know the perfect cover.
Okay.
watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and, well, smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming. Well, I know I can be free. That train that keeps moving, that's what tortures me. Free me from this prison. If that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it out a little farther down the line. Oh, far from Folsom Prison. Well, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts. There's the Bar Talk podcast. There's Old Colony Cast. And, of course, the Inebri-art podcast along with Jam Packed. You can find all those on Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, pretty much anywhere podcasts are found. If you're on some sort of service and you can't find it, let us know, and we'll help you out and or add our podcast to that, too. You can contact us at Inebri-art@yahoo.com and follow us on Facebook as well as Twitter at Inebri-art. And feel free to send us some tips, ideas, advice, hate mail, whatever it is, you can get us there. And again, thanks for listening.